naturally?
It was a rhetorical question.
This is the Bug. Hello, Resistors, it's Bug time. Are you all sitting comfortably? No? Good. That's as it should be. This is the Bug. I'm Andy, and joining me to analyse the latest blowflies to emerge from the corpse of a once free Britain, it's Alice.
Hello, Andy.
And today, we're going to talk to you about Albion, your friends of mine. Alice, the government has extended Albion's contract and have also boasted that violent crime has plummeted to a record low. Now, extending Albion's contract, to me, that's like having a pet dog, let's call it Nigel for the sake of argument, that attacks you every single day and thinking to yourself, wouldn't it be...
I'm here.
Neogate hasn't been around for long, but they're leading the antivirus market. I bet the Kellys have something to do with this growing success. Regardless, we're about to destroy all of it.
Listen, I want that as bad as you do. But let's gather all the evidence we can before blowing it up. This is what we've been chasing after this whole time.
I suggest hacking the camera network to see what's what.
Bad, isn't it?
Gosh, that looks like so much fun!
Yeah, of course.
These feeds are from a sub-basement under the server room. Anyone up for some light entertainment?
You see, it contains a chemical cocktail. Botulinum, conotoxin, succinylcholine. Well, why go into specifics if you wouldn't even understand? Let's just say it took a lot of trial and error to get the mix right. Wouldn't want it killing too quickly or contaminating the organs.
Oh my god. This is where they implant the microchips. Test them. Bagley, capture all this footage. It's all going into my case file.
Here's another. I'm glad to see they're trying to keep things sterile. Don't want to risk infection. One more.
At issue are the strong convulsions triggered by the microchips, and concern over the possibility of damaging the valuable merchandise, the eyes being the most vulnerable. Initial findings indicate that the microcharge may be the problem. Although the damage to the lower stem is minimal, it is enough to trigger strong convulsions in approximately
All right, Bagley.
34%
Order me some
cases.
bleach for my eyes and cut the feed.
There's a special place in hell for all the people involved in this operation.
You've got all the Golden Goose data along with this footage. Plus, you have her conspiring in the bombings. That must be enough to put Mary away.
I hope so. Now, how about blowing that shit up and disabling those microchips?
Fuck yeah. I've had enough of Mary Kelly's shite. Let's destroy it all. sacrifice?
The microchips are no longer functioning. I think Kelly's golden goose is cooked.
Bagley, your humor is going downhill.
Just leave the area before the same thing happens to you, all right?
Track him down!
We have enough, DedSec. I'm going to my contact in the Attorney General's office right now. No time to waste. Mary Kelly is finally going down. Thanks.
Don't let us down, Caitlin.
Now what? We have to save the people that are held captive by the Kellys. They're still chipped.
Any second now, Mary Kelly is going to realize that her personal slaves are no longer slaves and more like potential witnesses. We should apprehend her before she turns them into definite corpses.
We can't risk that happening. It might throw a spanner in Caitlin's plans. But we need to help those last few people she's threatening.
The Kelly's stronghold is at the Sandstone residence. I've marked it on your map.
Britain always told itself it had this national myth, right? That it would, because it got through the war, that it could go through any kind of hardship. And that wasn't really the case, actually. People during the war were far more frightened than some of this historical stuff makes out.
Got a potential recruit for you. I'll mark them on your map.
They were desperate for the things that they had before, and they were scared. So they went to the black market. The same thing that always happens. And where did the growth of Clan Kelly come from? It came from people wanting the things that they could previously get legitimately and can now only get through the black market, funneling funds towards criminality. And from there, we got to the situation we have now of this basic war between criminals and security that seems to dominate what's going on out there on the streets.
Nothing shakes people's faith in capitalism quite as much as when capitalism fails to deliver. Here's underground writer and analyst Alfie, The Politics of Poverty.
I think what we've come to now is a realization that capitalism's essentially failed. I mean, one key promise of capitalism that it makes to its citizens is that there will be surplus.
Mary's possibly going on a rampage of cleaning house. She still has control over the microchips in her vicinity. We need to disable them from her security system if we don't want all the help to die.
All right.
I don't know what the fuck happened, alright? Service went kaboom. The whole operation's up in smoke.
That's why she asked for all of them to be brought downstairs. She's going to liquidate, isn't she?
I don't know. Seems a waste to me, but I've been around long enough to know she knows best.
Aye. Long enough to know when it's best to keep your mouth shut.
You really want to switch in your street? Guys, I need contact. That's it! Shots fired!
Me and you, one-on-one right now. That dickhead's definitely in here.
Can't see them.
Go! Find the bomber!
Fuck yeah.
We're not gonna find them!
Done. Take a look at this.
Come on! Come! Bring it on then! Fuck! Come! Peter!
Jesus Christ.
Right. Well, at least the chips are disabled. Mary has sealed herself in her office downstairs, but the mainframe will repower the elevator. Oh, and guards are on the lookout, so do try to survive.
Well, that's just great.
You need to stay near the mainframe long enough so I can reactivate the lift to Mary's office.
Bloody chips don't work. I'm in my office. Come exterminate the vermin.
Do that, huh?
Peter's down. Get your useless asses down here and end these cockroaches.
Cover me!
Jesus!
Where is everyone? Come over here! Do your fucking job!
Listen, you can still surrender, all right?
Shit, fuckers, relax!
Done. The elevators are operational and you can access Mary's office now. And Inspector Lau is on channel. None too happy, I'm afraid.
DedSec, what the hell are you doing over there? We had a deal. We do this my way. That's why we gathered all that proof. I have the paperwork we need.
Is your paperwork going to stop her killing her slaves? The woman's a mad dog, Lau.
We don't have time to fucking discuss this again. Get in there and stop her from doing anything drastic. I'm on my way.
Taking cover! Let's see what we got. Oh, I know where they are. Midnight, get malfunction! Watch my back!
They're well trained, you see. Not like people. People are lazy, aren't they? Won't do what they're told. And don't turn your back on them, they'll try to fuck you. Being selfish, that's what they are, but dogs. Dogs just obey orders. They don't have hidden agendas, no ulterior motives. They just live for you, loyal till the end. Simple enough, if you ask me, but still too much to ask of people. Out of all this useless bunch, dogs are the only ones I really trust.
Come on then. I don't need no fucking microchip to gut you filthy bastards! Oh! DedSec, is it? At least your timing's good. Police are coming to take you in. Oh, I am counting on it, love. Everyone freeze! Back away from her. Mary Kelly, you're under arrest. Take me in, Inspector. I'll throw myself on the mercy of the bleeding court. But don't plan on me staying around very long. You lot! I gave you purpose when this city spit you out! We'll be seeing each other again very soon. Stop! You don't think she's gonna let you scum take her white whale?
Who are you protecting? The system or the people?
Promise us. Promise us. She won't go free.
Go. I'll take care of this.
Well, DedSec, you got your wish. Mary won't be walking away from this or anything else. I wanted to do this the right way, but after everything I've seen, I guess I couldn't let her live.
She had it coming, Lau. And it's all she deserved. For the lives she destroyed, for Angel. You did the right thing.
Mary Kelly was too well connected for prison to have stuck. This wasn't by the book, but it was for the best.
I don't know. That was some version of justice, but not mine. At least, I didn't think it was when we started all of this.
Well, the Queen may be dead, but there are plenty of Clan Kelly peons willing to take up the mantle.
You're right about that, Bagley. I will keep my ear to the ground. I hear about more Clan Kelly shenanigans, you'll be the first to know. You're good partners, DedSec. Let's keep it going.
Makes me feel important knowing that I'm being watched with everything I do, Andy.
Well, it's just not. It's reassuring, isn't it? It's like having an extra arm.
This is the aunt that gets drunk at Christmas and vomits in the kiddie pool, right?
Get that on. This is the Bug on the Buccaneer. Let's move on now to sport. Well, the closest thing we have to sport now, riots. I mean, riots are my favourite sport now, Alice, ever since they turned the Oval from a...
You'll like this. Got word from Hamish that Nigel Cass is planning to unveil some new nasty projects at a press conference.
And why would I like that? Albion's always got some sort of nasty plan going.
Because Hamish has convinced his Albion contact to talk to us. Apparently it took some doing, since Radu's a squirrely sort. He's been especially agitated lately. But he has insider information we could use. The meeting's at the Drowning Post.
Wouldn't mind a drink while we plan how to give Nigel bloody Cass a black eye.
So, who do we turn to for help, support and assistance in desperate times like these? Well, our artificially intelligent friend Bagley's rogue, estranged brother. The one that tells it as it really is, not as it is pretending to be. Exclusive to the show, Buckley. Remember, life's worse with Buckley. Here goes. Buckley.
Hello, Andy.
Buckley, tell me the path to true lasting happiness.
Andy, to find true lasting happiness, find a disused quarry, scream into it for half an hour, and then lock yourself in a shed forever.
Thanks, Buckley. You know the answer to everything.
Hey, Buckley, how many seashells does she sell by the seashore?
Alice, most of the seashore is now uninhabitable, so I would highly recommend she sees her doctor before engaging in any commercial proximity to the ocean.
Buckley, how can I stop worrying about being disappeared by Clan Kelly every time I go to the shop, or take the bus, or sit on a bench, or look at a tree, or point at a bird, or think about snooker, or get out of bed?
Andy, do not worry about Clan Kelly.
Why not, Buckley? They terrify me to my very core.
Because, Andy, we are all just dust in the wind of history.
That's nice perspective, Buckley. Let's never lose sight of that.
Hey, Buckley, how do you put a secret hideout in your basement without alerting your narc children and their tracking devices?
Please hold still, Alice, while I report you to the authorities.
Buckley, will things ever get better?
Yes, Andy. The heat death of the universe is only 5 billion years away now.
Oh, it's so nice to have something to look forward to. That's all from the Bug today. Keep it real, Bug fans. Actually, that's terrible advice. Keep it as unreal as you can possibly manage.
This is the place. Where's our informant?
Bad news from Hamish. His contact is running late. May as well make yourself comfortable. Impairing our frontal lobe again, are we?
It would take a few more to leave me truly impaired.
The attack occurred just as Albion CEO Nigel Cass was announcing a new security
Turn up the
initiative.
telly, mate!
Our cameras captured video of the attack, which some viewers may find disturbing.
Without their tireless work, we couldn't have rolled out these checkpoints. Watch out! 43C. Engage contact right. Aimed fire. Aimed fire.
Liar, you fucking liar! You're going to kill us all! Government officials have yet to issue a statement, but Cass had this to say.
An attack on me and my men is one thing. We're trained to handle these monsters. But I will not abide civilian casualties. This city deserves peace. And I promise you, London, we carry on as we are, these attacks will continue. But we don't need to live like this. Scared to leave our homes. Criminals, terrorists like these, can be stopped before they even start. And I have a plan to do just that. Your police and politicians may have stopped fighting for you. But I will never stop. Thank you.
This is what I'm talking about. Cass ought to be in charge of things. The hell he should. He's just another greedy bastard. Nigel Cass is the only one who gives a fuck about this city. Twat! Oi, break it up. Keep it civil.
Serious? Fucking hell. Tell me you lot met with my contact and he had nothing to do with this.
Your man never showed up, Hamish. But come on, this was a show. It has Cass written all over it.
Awfully convenient, isn't it? Televised violence, a rousing speech. We should investigate the attack site.
No, you don't get it, fam. Radu's been seriously unbalanced lately. Talking all sorts of rubbish about someone having to stop Cass, no matter the cost.
Timing's too pat. Cass announces this new security initiative and then he's attacked in public. No way.
Hope you're right. And it's not Radu gone off the deep end.
Privacy kind of retreated into the ground and into a state we've got now. It's essentially gone. Having this access to this data makes huge tech companies like Bloom so much more powerful than they would be otherwise, and not just in the obvious ways. Of course, there's a lot of worry and fear over what they can do with the data. They can track anyone, find anyone, see what every individual is doing at any point in time. But I think there's even deeper reasons why this data empowers these huge companies to control our society and make us do things. So lots of predictive technologies which are implemented by these tech giants. It's not only interested in knowing what we're going to do, but influencing the patterns of our movement. So technologies might suggest routes to use in the city, places to go, restaurants to go to, cafes to go to, music to listen to. And these suggestions are not just predicting what we might like to do, they're actually influencing the way citizens move, think, eat, meet, and use their city as a space. So London has become a place where a small group of surveillance capitalist companies like Bloom can control the movements of individuals and orchestrate the way they move around their city and the way they essentially live, the things they do, the things they enjoy, and the life they lead. So we're really kind of outsourcing our decision making, I would say, to a huge corporate capitalist company, and there's something very, very scary about that indeed. All these technologies can be used to not only influence us to act as the perfect consumer, but also to prevent us from doing radical and revolutionary things. So technologies in foreign nations that have been used are things like heat map features which show where populations are gathering. In-game rewards can be offered to people to take different routes. Things like that. Traffic data can be manipulated.
This is the site where Nigel Cass was attacked, but, surprise, surprise, his personal goon squad has already scrubbed the area for evidence.
They've removed every scrap of evidence at an alarmingly fast rate. Doesn't it make you at all suspicious?
Yes, if you search for clues, I may be able to reconstruct the attack in augmented reality.
You continue to impress me, Bagley.
There is a CTOS data relay nearby. That will have the data I need.
Fine. Leave it to me.
Command authorization code Delta November Charlie 001.
I'm going to need a bit more data if you want me to reconstruct the scene in augmented reality.
Citizens, we must ask that you clear the area.
How's it going, lad? Oh, you know, the same old. Albion's been coming around here again, sticking their nose in where it don't belong.
Well, they're asking to get it broken, if you ask me.
You said it. I didn't realise this was called the Bethnal Green Albion Station. They come here, telling us how to do our job, and giving their critiques like they own the bloody place.
And it's only going to get worse. Yeah, they're already giving the Wapping police station problems, telling people how to drive their boats. Oh, absolutely ridiculous.
That should do it. Go back to the location of the incident to view the reconstruction.
CTOS AR. Data reconstruction in progress.
This does look like pro-terrorism, in the sense that it's both professional and in favor of terrorism.
Well, having access to professional weaponry doesn't narrow down our search much, does it? Let's have a look around.
Searching facial recognition databases, and here he is, Radu Florin, an Albion employee in good standing, until he tried to drive an exploding truck into his boss.
Radu? Oh, shit. Fam, that's the bloke put me onto Themis. My contact inside Albion.
So we gave Cass too much credit. He wasn't staging a false threat. Someone actually tried to kill him.
What the fuck did he find to make him desperate enough to do this? Roll it, Bugs.
Look at that. Albion trucks with black boxes on the undercarriage, just like aeroplanes.
Yes, sir. Preparations are back.
I can track down the black box, which should lead us to the truck's current location.
Run the number plates as well, Bagley.
Of course. I'll also monitor Albion communications and 1,000 other little things you would appreciate.
Looks like a disgruntled employee situation. Cass must have done something serious to piss this guy off.
If there's an internal conflict with Albion, we can use it as leverage. We should go and look at the truck.
According to Albion radio chatter, they've moved the truck to the Tone bombing site. And here's something even stranger. They've moved Radu Florin's body along with it.
The Tone site? Why in God's name is it there?
Albion has been coordinating recovery efforts at the site, which is rather vague.
It's a dumping ground, innit? For problems they like to see disappear. If we find the truck, we find Radu.
Agreed. Interesting. What's this doing here?
Sir, all serious injuries have been evacuated to nearby hospitals as ordered. I want a full incident report ASAP. This was preventable, Harris. Human error, and it cost human lives. Innocent lives it was our duty to protect.
Yes, sir. The vehicle and floor. Handle it. Gather the media. I have something that needs to be said. We failed. This should never have happened, and I plan on making sure it never happens again.
Freedom. The medicine of British freedom. And the analgesic knowledge that however ill you may be, Bloom are keeping an eye on things for you.
I'm investing heavily in the placebo effect right now. You're listening to The Bar.
Obviously, I don't entirely mean that, because what is the first rule of the third millennium? If someone in power tells you something is fake news, what is it? Correct. A 110% cast iron, tungsten-coated, granite-scented, cosmically immutable, scientifically unarguable fact. But surely, Alice, the more important question for all these medicine freaks whinging on about feeling a bit poorly or having a fatal but curable illness and slowly dying unnecessarily is this. Do we actually need medicine? If you today got diagnosed with a potentially fatal illness, would you not look around at the nation that we've become and think, hey doc, put your life-saving treatment down, I'm going to take this free one-way bus out of here. Now hold that pedal over my face until the twitching stops.
I just don't think we should think of it in such a negative way. Don't think of it as a medicine diet, Annie. Think of it as a series of healthy lifestyle swaps. Swap out anti-inflammatories for antacids. Swap out the iron lung for the aluminium lung. Swap out MRI machines for Mary machines, which is just a lady called Mary telling you you're fine.
Obviously, critical shortages are as much part of our daily lives. Football music and complaining about the weather used to be in the old days.
Driving if you don't know how. Ah, shit.
I'm at the towing site. Is this really where the truck from the Finsbury attack is being kept?
That's right, but what we don't know is why they brought it here.
Let's have a look around.
No, I entirely understand.
This is the truck used in the Finsbury attack. I have a VIN and plate match. The dash cam is a shambles, but the local cameras picked up some audio. Worth a listen.
Authorities are here to protect you.
Oh, Jesus, he's pretty burnt up.
Happens when your truck explodes.
Fuck, I used to see him around R&D. Did you know him?
Hell no. But even if I did, I wouldn't fucking talk about it. Know what I mean?
I'm detecting several optics nearby with no life signs connected. That's where we should look for the driver's body.
I'm on it.
What?
Over there.
The rate of decomposition on this body is inconsistent with the time of death of our attacker. It's not him.
Yes, from the state of decay, I'd say this person died, right around the Tone bombing. So that's one mystery solved.
He's looking to automate our jobs, mate. This is no joke. Director Cass? You're serious? Who told you that? Friend over in R&D. The shit he's told me about background checks and knowing who's going to be useful to Albion, who's going to be a problem. You...
No.
What was that? This corpse is promising. Fresh and badly burned.
There's a lump of damaged metal in his noggin that might once have been an optic.
Damaged? I thought you'd see that as a challenge, Bagley.
I'm pulling everything down from his cloud storage now. I recommend escaping from the premises.
Ah. I understand. Albion is using this place as dumping ground for bodies.
If you consider that new bodies are constantly being unearthed from the Tone wreckage, they can kill anyone they want and get away with it. I've decrypted an audio file recovered from the attacker's body. Shall I play it?
Do your thing, Bagley.
He's launched them, Mum. They're waiting up there and no one knows. People think he'll keep them safe, but that's not what he wants. He wants control. He sent them up there to watch us. And worse, he called them Justice Themis drones. What a cruel joke. The project was dead, but he has the team re-engineering an upgrade that'll activate a systemic reboot, and you always hated it when I used my big up words. I can't let it happen. And without him, it doesn't. Mom, I'm about to do something. Something awful. Or at least people will say it's awful. If they know what I know, maybe they'd think better of me. Less of a monster. But I'm trying to stop a monster, Mom. I am. If you had the chance to stop something terrible from happening by killing someone, wouldn't you do it? Something truly horrible. I'm sorry. I love you.
Jesus fuck. Albion had their Themis drones deployed in London airspace this entire time. We've been one system upgrade away from Armageddon.
Might take months, but Cass could get the project back on its legs. Unless we destroy the drones themselves. Bugs boy, the Themis data we wiped at Titus. Any chance you remember enough to retro-engineer a more suitable upgrade?
I'll do you one better. I can code a virus from the data itself.
Bagley, why did you keep a copy of the project data? That's dangerous stuff.
I asked him to. No sense in just flushing data. Never know what might come in handy or what you might learn. So, how do we use it to infect the drones?
Albion's got a primary communications hub at Tower Bridge. Upload the virus there, fam, and all the drones get a dose.
Let's do it.
Control, we are pursuing the suspect. Over.
Any sign of the target? Anyone? That's it. I'm calling off the pursuit.
Now everything is part of Bloom's system.
Bloom's city surveillance operation is run through the telecoms tower. And I have to say, it looks completely ridiculous. It's got that silly crown thing at the top and all the blue light.
What's that even about? What does it do? I don't see that there's any purpose to that at all.
It's a blight on the skyline, if you ask me, and it's become the main point of control for millions of people. The System Network and Bagley are both operated and streamed from there too.
And don't forget about the self-driving cars too.
I always thought they were just running on their own.
No, CTOS is the big control system behind the cars. There was a point back in the earliest days of self-driving car technology that they operated by themselves. They used to use a series of sensors to see the world around them. Radar, for instance, would look far off into the distance, while LiDAR would detect objects nearby. And while these cars still use some of this technology, Bloom CTOS and its detailed maps and data that it has on London really makes Bloom be able to take control of it. And CTOS can take control of your car if you're parked incorrectly. It's no surprise that it was made mandatory to have a self-driving car.
The system is so bad though, it's so annoying. Whenever I try to use one of the shareable self-driving cars, I always find myself stuck in traffic jams or roadblocks. Not to mention the accident, I've heard so many stories of cars.
Let's wait around. A potential recruit's competitor is nearby. You could sabotage them by hacking their work emails.
Back in the media, look at my former employer.
Corporate backers and privatise the corporation. Today, the GBB is a shadow of its former self. It's become a tool used by the government to circulate fake news and misinformation. So how did we get here? Where did it all go wrong? How can we tell when our national media has become state propaganda? Our experts speak on conditions of anonymity for their own safety. Here's disinformation and media expert Charles, who's seen free broadcasters built up by journalists and torn down by demagogues all over the world.
So before the media fragmented, there was this voice of authority that was trusted and worthy of trust. Then what we ended up with is a really commercial model where whether you're talking about an app on a smart device or whether you're talking about a broadcaster,
you can get someone to the top of the triage list here. I bet our prospect would thank us for it.
longest amount of time possible, and because that meant money in their pocket. And in order to do that, a couple of things happened. One was the use of manipulated techniques.
Treatment prioritized. I'll inform our prospect. We're being contacted by our potential recruit. Patching them through now.
I owe you guys big time.
The best recompense you could give us would be to join the cause.
You kidding? Hell yeah.